stroke. Who had a stroke? Is George Rios not here anymore? Excuse me? You're talking too fast.
He scares me.
Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, Wayne. Step away from him? Yeah, Wayne's still trying to communicate with his brother George or Assembly if she's available. Weird app.
Agitated.
So far, it's not doing the focus out of focus thing. Agitated. So somebody said that you need help for many people, I guess. You said we need help. Who said that? How can I help you? The only way I know of is to pray for you. That's what, at least in Catholicism, they say to pray for those in purgatory. And I do believe they're in purgatory.
Equipment.
Burning sage and tell them to go to the light doesn't do any good. That just chase spirits out for a while. That doesn't help them move on. Of course, that's the most common thing that people do on TV is smudge and tell them to go to the light. And I already did that 2 days ago, and I have spirits still here. Different ones, but...
We're really
I have seen and... How to explain it? I've seen and know that spirits have moved on. I can try. They don't like saying the word purgatory, but they kind of allude to it. I do get some that say they're in hell, which maybe they are, I don't know. But they're really here. I mean, I don't know for sure if he is in purgatory just because he came through. I mean, I can't say with any certainty, but I'm saying that if you did EVP sessions and he kept coming through and then he was giving you signs, however, whatever sign that might be, knocking things down or I don't know, but there's different signs. If that kept going on and on and on, then yeah, he's probably earthbound. He's probably in purgatory. That would be my theory. Thank you for listening. George, are you still here? George Rios. Or any spirits that know George Rios, are you here?
It's someone else.
It's someone else? Weird. I heard something worship her? Something worship her, right? Can you say that again, please? What was that?
Surgery.
Huh. Do you spirits, or if you are here, George, are you in purgatory?
I understand you.
Did he really? Oh, that's strange. What else did it say before surgery? Someone else. I don't know if anybody's someone else. Yeah, there's something to this app. I don't think it's always relevant. But Mike, Mike's not online, sorry, but he could attest that there's a lot of times it's relevant. It says things that are relevant. George Rios, buddy, are you still here? Try to come through, talk to your brother. Trust me.
The agency.
The agency? What agency? What are you talking about, the agency? Is there an agency in the spirit world?
1 minute.
I have 1 minute. To do what? Man, they're saying some weird stuff. Very clear, though.
It's not just me.
Assembly, are you able to come through and talk to Wayne? Assembly or George? I can't make you come through, but if you're present, can you try to come through on the box and speak to him?
Say globally.
1600.
Globally?
No sound. What?
Do you spirits tell the truth? Do you know where George Rios is? I couldn't understand you. What was that? Don't leave. Huh. George Rios, if you're present, please come through. You can talk into the black box on the table. There's a little radio attached to it. So if you could talk into that loud and slowly, we can hear you better.
Samuel.
At least they're not messing with the video now. I don't know why they were doing that earlier. Is that a voice you recognize, Wayne? I don't know what he said. It was mumbled, but... Who was that?
Instant booster.
I'm having trouble understanding.
Red.
That sounds like somebody breathing heavy. Who just spoke? Yeah, he must be having trouble coming through. Because I heard him say two things. I don't know what he's...
Original sin.
Original sin? What do you mean, original sin? That's creepy. The lights? Why did you say original sin? Are you talking about Adam and Eve? Oh, yeah. I don't know if that was a man or... It sounded like a man to me. Breathing heavy. They do that sometimes. I don't know why. But of course... I mean, like I
Hear
said,
my footsteps.
I don't know how they died. Maybe they're having trouble coming through. Hear my footsteps. I'd rather not. Assembly around? Yeah, it sounded like he was having trouble coming through if that was him. But I did hear the first time. Who's full of shit? I heard that. Who's full of shit?
Position.
I heard something about shit. It kind of cracks me up when they cuss. I actually kind of like it because, you know, people say this is fake, I'm faking it. Or they'll say it's radio, and it's like that, but they don't cuss on the radio. You can't go in the cold? What cold? Yeah, they've been cussing at your house too, Mike. But they cuss here. They're notorious for cussing here. There's a spirit that likes to call me a cunt. No, it's not fake. I have no reason to fake any of this. And I have thousands of videos. Some of them are even from like my ghost tours I've done in the past where there's other people around. I investigate all over Northern California and Nevada. Yeah, I have a lot of witnesses, so. They just happen to be very vocal at my house, so I do a lot of sessions here. Dancing. It's not my house so much, it's haunted, it's me. They follow me. But they can sense you. They can sense our they can use our electronics. Computers, phones, they know how to do that. So this is not the first time they talk to somebody online. They can do that. What did he say? Did he say oh shit? Are we cussing still? Can we not cuss, please? Let's try to be civil and nice here.
Likely.
This app is sure chatting away. It doesn't always talk. No, the one that fakes, well, there's a lot of people on YouTube that fake things. Steve Huff. Of course, he claims to have invented this thing I'm using here, but I don't believe that. But he gets credit for it. But he does fake his sessions with celebrities. It's all pre-recorded voices, like the one of the Queen. But like with your situation, I don't have a clue who you are. I don't know your brother. But you notice in his comment section, Steve Huff's comment section, there's a lot of people that are pleading to talk to their relatives. And he doesn't respond to them. He doesn't try it because he can't. And in my situation here, I know I can't get Queen Elizabeth to come through. I'll try. She's not going to come through. Because there's no connection. She doesn't know me. I don't have Prince Charles online here. You know, there's no reason for her to come through. Yeah. Fortunately, he's not the only one. There's Hope Paranormal. There's quite a few. They're just doing the same thing he's doing. And it's really evil. I mean, I know he's doing it for profit, but it's misleading people. It's making the paranormal field look bad.
What you say.
And he's not helping anybody. You know, I go to homes. I help cleanse homes of evil spirits. I help, if I can, to communicate with relatives, either psychically or through using the portal box or EVPs. You know, so I mean, I try to do what I can, but I can't guarantee anything if I don't have control over what they say and do, or if they come through. Oh yeah, Cody. He was the one I was thinking of. I can't believe him. And the thing with him and Huff, probably what's his name? I just forgot his name. Anyways, they're very tech savvy, so they know how to manipulate things.
2 men here.
Cody, I saw a video where he said he was building his own computer, so he's very knowledgeable about how to fake tech stuff. I'm not. I'm like a 5-year-old. I don't know. I'm not very good with tech stuff, anything. That's why I don't do fancy videos, because I don't know how to do all that video choreography, intros, the long intros. Yeah, they're trying to screw each other. Did I hear you use that? I heard an F-bomb there. What? Fucking what? What'd you say? You might have said effing right. Spirits, is Steve Huff a fraud? You've talked about Steve Huff before. Is he a fraud? I have old videos where they say he's a fraud. It was actually at a cemetery. But what was that? I saw something. I know they said he's a fraud here, too.
Bernice.
And at Mike, your house, too, they said he was a fraud. Right, Mike? I don't know, Bernice. I kind of take the names on here with a grain of salt, because a lot of these I have not heard of. Yeah, that's right, they said he was evil.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous. Spirits, do you know Steve Huff? Oh, it's doing that focus out of focus. Don't do that. Do you know who Steve Huff is, Spirits? That sounds like an old man trying to come. Are you having trouble talking, Betty? Okay, now that sounds like radio. That sounds like a singing voice. I don't get very much radio though. I usually don't get much radio, even though I'm in the middle of
I've missed talking.
a city. I don't get much radio for some reason in the house that much. What? I've missed talking. This app is chatting away. Do you normally see this thing spit out this many words, Mike? It doesn't usually talk this much. Very chatty. Oh, I was going to ask.
1800s.
I don't know, Queen Elizabeth. What is her last name? Was it No, it's not Windsor. I don't know what her last name is. Is Queen Elizabeth around? And not to be disrespectful to her or her family, I'm just trying to show that she's not going to come up. Because she didn't live in California, and she doesn't know me, and there's no reason for her to come through. Most of these spirits are local. I do get some that tell me they're from out of state. I have had some from other countries tell me they're from another country, but not very often.
Don't mess with me.
What? Can't get that to focus. You say don't mess with me? Is Queen Elizabeth able to come through? Oh, they're doing it again. Out of focus stuff. And another thing I mentioned to Mike with Steve Huff is it's always just that celebrity that's coming through. No other spirits. Every time I do a session, there's always multiple spirits coming through. I never just talk to one ongoing. That would be extremely unusual. Yeah, now it's spitting out random stuff. Fort. There's no fort around here. So I did have a spirit from Fort Lauderdale. Oh, actually, I do remember his name, Charles. Is Charles from Fort Lauderdale still here? Yeah, he was an unusual spirit. Told me his name, said where he was from, and he sounded African American. He sounded like a black guy. I don't know if he's still around though. Charles? He what? Did he say he cries? Yeah, but you know, Huff's been doing this for a decade, he said. So it obviously hasn't caught up to him, except that he does complain a lot about hate posts. I've been noticing that in his comments and videos. He's always whining about people hating on him. Well, I don't even have a large following and I get hate posts. Of course, it's usually from skeptics. They either say I'm faking this or they just throw out something insulting. Like I had one guy the other day, he said my title of my video was stupid. Yeah, I hope you're right with the karma. I do notice one thing with him. I commented on to Mike. I said he doesn't look good. He looks sick. And then I was looking in his comments in one video, and they were saying something about his health. And he was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm healthy. I've lost weight." But he didn't look good in that one video recently. I'm not wishing ill on him. I mean,
Mabel.
Mabel. Oh, your app said pain, huh? Mabel. Who's here right now? I'm not really hearing anybody. Welcome. Okay. Hello.
You saw me.
I saw you. I did see something earlier. I kind of get so used to seeing things I kind of ignore it. But I know I saw something there earlier. I saw a shadow over here. And then not long after your brother came through, I saw a light anomaly over here. It's really hard to capture those on video. They move really quick. And then also they only, well, I shouldn't say only, but they usually appear when I have a flash on, which I don't. But sometimes with the flash on, I'll get like light anomalies or orbs. Of course, you have to rule out whether it's dust or not. Shadow figures are really hard to capture.
Oh.
Is that you, Sasha? I don't know who Earl is. Earl Grey? Anyways, I have a little equipment item all over the place. Ooh, what was that? Is that dust? But yeah, there's REM pods, there's K2s. Ooh, speak up! I didn't hear you, creepy voice. They don't like the flash. They don't like bright lights. Oh, I forgot to turn the laser grid. I should have done that. My bones. Maybe I'll quickly do that. That was me. Sorry, I just hit. Okay, I'm gonna walk over there. Things are gonna start lighting up and making noise. Hazel. Anyways, the owl's a motion device. I have a few of those owls. You gotta get out of here. That's always interesting when they tell me that in my own house. Where's the dude that said this was his house the other day? Is he still around? I don't want him around. Clark. Oh, that's not a good word. Legion. The evil spirits are at your house, Mike. That creepy voice just said that's funny. I don't know if that was a man or a woman. Do I have creepy spirits over here? It'd be nice to talk to angels. That's another thing that Steve Hub does. He claims he talks to angels and Jesus. I mean, really? Jesus? I know Jesus is not going to come through on a portal box. guitar pedals and an amp, and I mean, come on. I don't know.
Beside.
I wonder what kind of reactions he got to that. I didn't even look at that video. Yeah, he's such a fraud. And then that one video of his from a while back where I don't know who this fake preacher guy was. It was like a Southern Baptist minister or something. He had a Bible that sweats holy water that looks like mineral oil.
Church.
Church? Did you hear that? Yeah, I don't know what church it was. But apparently he gave Steve Huff a little vial of this holy oil. And then he put it on his portal box, and then his portal box started sweating the holy oil. He's just such a fraud. That kind of shit makes me mad. It's like you're doing blasphemy, you're insulting Christianity, and I mean, I know what I'm doing is probably not approved by some, well, probably a lot of evangelicals, but I'm trying to prove that the afterlife exists. You know? I mean, it's not for me, I believe. I've dealt with spiritual stuff all my life. I've seen demons. I've seen St. Michael the Archangel. I think I saw the Virgin Mary as a kid. Or maybe it was an angel, I don't know. That one was more, it's hard to explain the stuff, but it was more part feeling but part visual, and then there was the smell of roses. And it was during a time where I needed help because there was an evil spirit in the house. So I got like a reprieve, I got some peace for a time. The St. Michael encounter, though, was much more visual, and he actually did talk to me, I believe, for a time. And he did leave signs. And it did have to do with the demonic cases I was doing. For the most part, I was doing them solo, which was stupid at the time. That's why I don't do them anymore solo. It's not just because of the... What kind? So they're listening to my conversations. Yeah, for liability reasons and whatnot, I quit doing it alone. And especially after my this one tour location I used to do as an old farmhouse, Turlock, California, not far from where I live. The spirits there are not friendly. But I had two young ladies from a town further south in the valley.
Pay attention.
I'm going to turn this off. This is interrupting me too much. They showed up on the tour. I think I told you this story, Mike. One of them said they had a demon at their house. And that it would drag the brother around. And they had, I think, 2 priests come and a psychic, and it did no good. So she was basically wanting me to go help. And at the time I was setting up, I had people showing up for the tour. I was kind of half listening to her story. And then later on I noticed I had an app going. The portal box was upstairs in one of the bedrooms where a spirit, some people would channel this spirit if they were sensitive. That's a whole long story, but the spirit would actually like choke people. Not like strangle them, but like, get like a sensation in your throat like you can't breathe and swallow. They did it to me once. It was usually women they would do it to. But anyways, that's a long story. So I had the portal box upstairs, I had an app going downstairs, and these young ladies were provoking the spirits. Like majorly provoking them. Wanting them to do like poltergeist stuff. And so my friends that were helping me on the tour told me that one of them was upstairs and acting really weird. Like she was having a panic attack and almost ripping out her hair kind of thing. So I told them to bring her downstairs, and I told them it was probably going to get weird after I get my holy water and crucifix and prayed over her. Not exactly an exorcism, but more like a deliverance, praying over them. So I did that, and this young lady was having like grand mal seizures. I don't know if you're familiar with grand mal seizures, but she was like cramping up and moaning, and it wasn't like the movies. It wasn't super dramatic. I could tell she wasn't faking it though. And like I said, this is a long story, but there were 3 demon names that were given. And one of them was Jezebel, which is kind of a common name. It's a biblical name. The other 2 didn't make sense, and it's kind of laughable because one was Muhammad, one was Ali, and of course you're gonna, Muhammad Ali. But Muhammad, it's relevant though because I found out later that girl's husband was Muslim. So Muhammad makes sense. I don't know about the Ali part, but that's an Arabic name. So, anyways, after this girl came out of it, I saw a tall shadow entity walk by everybody. There were like 10 or 12 people still there. Walked right by them. Her friend said she saw it. Nobody else saw it besides me. She also said she got the name Jezebel. It was coming up on the portal box, though. So everybody thought it was over. They left, except for her and her friend. I'm still packing. Excuse me? You warned her? What? So everybody left. It's dark out in this farm. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's moonlight. That's pretty much the only light source. So her friend starts choking. That's where I brought up that one of the spirits of the location, I think she was hung by a noose. So she kind of conveys that to people that are sensitive to it, empaths or whatnot. So I told her to stay calm and it would subside, but it didn't. She got on all 4s on the ground and then she started growling this guttural growl that was not human. It was just not human. Even a guy couldn't make that noise. It was not human. And I'm thinking, oh shit. I don't want to be dealing with this, a double possession. I didn't invite them on this tour. So I'm praying over this girl and throwing holy water on her, and she starts rolling around the dirt. And her friend's trying to help her up, and she's trying to scratch her. She's like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." And then she looks at me on all 4s like the girl from the Ring movie that coming out of the well, like she's gonna pounce on me like an animal. So I started saying the St. Michael prayer, and she was cackling like a witch. I mean, just this creepy cackling laugh. And it went on for a while. I was like freaking a bit in my head, at least, thinking I just want to go home. But eventually she calmed down too, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go now, and I never heard from them again. They didn't sign up for the tour. I don't know who they were. I don't even know if they made it home safe. But yeah, that was probably my scariest experience. Even though I've had other demonic cases that were scary, that was probably my worst. Partly because I was basically alone. Burn and grandma, huh? So anyways, that was a long story. I have another long one from actually the same town, Turlock. But that one involves Santeria, witchcraft and curses, and this mother that was just completely crazy. I think that might be the only time I've actually had a demon jump me. Just for a brief moment, though.
Huh? And what?
Yeah, I told her and her stepfather at the time to leave the bedroom. They had like a portal in their bathroom. And it would get her irate. It would get her screaming and yelling. And so once she left, I started doing the same thing like her. I started screaming and yelling just like her, saying, get out, get out, get out. But the way I was doing it was like her. And I had to like compose myself. That was not me. That was a long time ago. That was, that was like 10 years ago, I think. Are you spirits listening to my stories? I hope you spirits are friendly and not evil. I don't invite evil spirits here. I don't know how some of you sneak in. Do you spirits love Jesus? I ask stuff like that. It's partially to test what they are, but actually I shouldn't be saying anything because they listen. They listen to everything I say. It's part provoking, part testing the waters.
This isn't a very good.
Do you spirits want some prayers said for you to help you move on? Oh, I was gonna show a photo. I do still have some old photos. Oops. Why does that look terrible on here? Do I have the flash on? No? Let me see if I could dim that.
Quarantine.
Quarantine? What? This is a demonic photo. I mean, it's kind of blurry as is, but it looks really bad on here for some reason. But this was the niece of the grandmother. It was affecting the whole family, though. But it's right behind her. I know it's kind of hard to make out on here, but it looks like a skeletal claw hand covering its face, and you can make out one eye and an ear. And I don't know if that's... Some people think that's another entity there. It looks like an old woman. But yeah, it really is hard to make out looking on using the phone to... A phone on a phone. And then this lady contacted me from Vegas years ago. I did not want to get involved. She had something demonic attached to her. It would make her look older. For one thing, it made her look like Kathy Bates. But these were not bruises, she said. And there's blood there too on the... I don't know if it's on the screen or on her phone. This is also her. See how she looks kind of like Kathy Bates? She had other photos that much younger looking lady, Hispanic. I don't know what the black thing is covering her eyes. But I know possessed people can get black eyes. And then there's an entity behind her. There's some dude with a beard that looks like Ponce de Leon or something. Ew, I don't like it when they moan and chant like that. And this was a demonic claw from the Rio Vista house. You went to that house, Mike. That was in the basement. And then this is a demonic print in the dust on on a dresser that was 3 times the size of a human hand. I mean, I suppose she could have did that somehow, but I don't know what the hell she would have used. Because if you look, it's got like little sharp nails. I don't know. I don't think they were lying. This is my friend Cherie. I covered up her face. But the dude behind her is not a real person. And if you look closely, he kind of looks like he's wearing a suit like the guy in the picture. Or painting or whatever. Dark suit with the raised white collar.
Fellow Gentile.
And that was, where was that? I didn't go with her. I would like to go there. It's in Southern California. Cosmopolitan Hotel, I believe. I don't know how well this shows up. This is a video. Somebody sent me this one, but I don't know. See, will it play? Oh, it is playing. There's a shadow figure by the. Do you see it by the window there? Hopefully this replays. Is it gonna replay? I don't know what it's doing here. Did you call me a loser? Did you call me a loser? You're rude. Shame. I don't know what that is. That's a video. So I was just looking for pictures on my old phone here. I wasn't trying to get videos.
What'd you say?
I don't know if I have the Ride Hotel shadow figure photos on here. Who all is here? Keep talking to me. Mike, are you still online? I guess I don't have any more. Oh, wait, I do have some. Oh, okay. Cherie sent me this from my friend. That was from a mutual friend's house, or actually, it's an acquaintance, I should say. That in the corner. It looks like an upside down mask. I don't know what the hell that is. I've been at his house. He's got evil spirits, or at least had evil spirits, that would mimic your voice. That's one of the bad signs if they mimic living people's voices. Oop, got blurry. Let's see, someone sent me this one, I think. It's like a hooded spirit? I'm not sure. That was the same house. It's like a misty light anomaly. I'll try again, but I don't think they're going to come through. And this was the same house. And this looks like a soldier, a headless Civil War soldier, but it's in California. I remember somewhere in Northern California. This is a friend of mine. You might think it's not paranormal, but look how the guy's face, you could make out his face. But you can't make her face out. Why? She's closer. Sorry, I can't keep my phone steady. Yeah, she's got haunting issues. She's a 911 dispatcher. This is one of the Ride Hotel photos. I was with these two ladies, this heavy-set lady here. That is not her shadow. Hairstyle's different. The arms unusually long. She looks like she has a dress on. It's a 19. Do I know some of them? 1920s hotel, so probably a flapper dress. Yeah, I'll try again. This is a local cemetery here. It's not the best paranormal photo, but there is a light anomaly there by the grave. This is one of my photos. And there's that demon one again. That was a bad case. That one followed me for months. And I did manage to get rid of it on my own without getting the church involved. But I'm telling you, it messed with me. It actually, I believe it possessed my mother one night when she needed to go to the ER. But she wasn't feeling good, but it's still that the way she acted was not her normal demeanor. And I do think it was evil influence. It would appear as like a shadow anaconda snake on the wall, tarantulas. It messed with the phones too, landline and mobile. I had it
For ourselves,
for yourselves. What about for yourselves? Yeah, that demon messed with the phones. It would talk on the phone. It would interrupt my conversations. I do have a few more photos. These aren't mine though. But they're pretty cool. People send me stuff. It looks terrible on here. This looks like the Annabelle doll on the stairs, but it looks really bad. I'm trying to show it on here. Sorry. This was is it Waverly Hills? I think this is from Waverly Hills as a shadow woman. I think that's Waverly Hills. Again, not my photos. This looks like a big chicken with skinny legs. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not gonna focus. Shadow thing. I don't even know if there's anything on this one. Oh, I think at the end of the hall there's supposed to be some. Yeah, it's really hard to see on here though. I think this is a real person, but they said this was a shadow figure. Very solid. Never know though. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe that. I don't know.
I can hear it. It's on.
All right. Wayne's still here. Excuse me? What'd you say? I wish you guys would light some stuff up. You know how to light up devices. If you've been here. You light up some trigger ropes, REM pods, lanterns, cat balls.
principal reason.
There's a principal reason. What's the reason? Are you being lazy? Did you hear that, Wayne? That was pretty clear. I get a lot of intelligent spirits. Some of them are residual, but most of them are intelligent. Is George here still? George Rios? Oh, you didn't hear it? I was asking him to light up the equipment. I think I said, I don't know why you're not doing it. And he said there's a principal reason. So there's a principal reason. I guess we're not lighting up the equipment. I don't know what that reason is.
In action.
Action? I think it's laziness. George Rios, are you here? Can I just speak to George if he's here? There's a creepy moan, and I saw that flash. Blue lights on the ADI, that's EMF. And they're making my phone go out of focus. Can you light up a lantern, George, if you're here? Touch something with an antenna? I've got all kinds of devices, gadgets you could light up. Can you make your presence known? Just George, if he's here. I have EMF devices, static devices, motion devices. This one, they don't usually light up. This one is a shadow tracker. And I have something in the hallway that detects shadows too. Motion pyramid. This picks up motion too, with laser grid. I'm not sure what that is on the floor.
God's word.
God's work? You gonna get religious on me? Oh, come on, focus. The EDIs here, the numbers on them is temperature, blue lights, EMF, orange lights, a geophone, so it picks up vibration. So if they tap on the table, you get the little orange lights. REM pods are EMF, basically. Electromagnetic field, EMF. I do have a music box, motion activated. Some motion devices in the hallway there. Cat balls, I think I only have a couple of cat balls that are working. They drain those things. They don't last very long. Come on, guys, light something up, please. Laser grids if you're seeing shadows. Spirit shadows typically move quickly. The only few times I've seen them be very solid and still, or right in front of my face, not like corner of the eye kind of thing, or demonic situations. I mean, it's not always demonic. Certainly shadow figures are not all evil. They're often just human or animal spirits. Most spirits are human or animal that we encounter. Are you spirits all human? Are you all human? I didn't understand. I'm not sure what you said, buddy. Can you say it again, louder? George, are you able to come through? George Rios, Wayne's brother. I see one of those EDIs is wanting to go 666. It's getting close to it. That's not the temperature in here. That doesn't mean the devil's here. It's a little game they play. I mean, they could be bad spirits, but one of those is notorious for going 666. I think the house is 72. I do hear the AC on now, but there's no vent over there. The vent's behind me. Hello? Is it Simbly or Sibley? I forgot your wife's name. Simbly? Is Simbly here? Simbly, are you around? Simbly Rios?
Just one.
I don't know what he said. Dang it, can you speak clearer, please? Simbly Clark. I'm not sure if she was ever here tonight. I don't know. I didn't... Hello? I just heard hello. The woman. I mean, you're the one that's going to be able to tell if you recognize her voice, but... I just don't feel like she was around tonight. Simbly Clark, are you here? Oh, yeah, it's doing it. 666. My gosh. That is not temperature. Oh, and of course it stopped, too. Look at that. It just stopped flickering. That's just a little stupid game they play. Surprised they didn't do it 2 nights ago. The real temperature is... Oh, it's 69.4. Okay. I'm surprised it's that cool right now. It's not 666 though. It is real? What's real? I gotta plug in my phone. It's getting kind of low. Simbly Clark or George Rios, are you here? This is your last chance. At least for now. If you want to try again another time, that's fine if I'm doing a session late at night. I usually do them late at night, like... I don't know, what would you say, Mike? Like 11 p.m. Pacific time? Yeah, look at that, it's just sticking on 666. You guys are being little shits over there. Yeah, I wasn't sure if she came through. I don't think she did. I do think that was your brother, though. I'm pretty sure I heard him say, "We love you, Wayne." I heard "love Wayne." I think he said, "We love you, Wayne." Yeah, sure, no problem. You're lucky because I haven't had my relatives come through. I've had spirits talk about my mother and brother that died 2 years ago, but... Unfortunately, this thing doesn't work like a telephone exactly. A lot of times I'll have a spirit come through, say their name, say hello, and then that's it. It's like, okay. Or I'll have one say, I need help, and then you don't hear from them again. Assembly Clark, is she here? Is she able to come through and talk to Wayne? Or do any of you spirits know her? Are you able to bring her here to talk briefly with her husband? Ex-husband? Yes, they do. They talk about energy all the time. But there's more to it than that. I believe, when they move on to the light, they go to heaven. They're not necessarily able to come through in something like this. Maybe through a medium, Although even mediums like myself, I think it's mostly earthbound spirit that we talk to. I know a lot of mediums will not agree with me with that, but I base it on my experiences. I'm not basing it off of what the mainstream...
I do not.
You do not? The mainstream New Age people think, or what, Ghost Adventure says, or Dead Files, Amy, the medium. I don't go off of what she says. She's full of shit too, anyways, Amy from Dead Files. She thinks all shadow figures are evil. That's not true. And I don't believe poltergeist activity is caused by hormonal women and teens. Most of the time, poltergeist activity is demonic or possibly multiple human spirits that are just mischievous and malevolent and have a lot of energy. Wait, what year was that? Oh, 2019? Hopefully not 1819. That was during COVID? Or no, that was before COVID, huh? Although I think COVID started earlier than what people were talking about in the news. Your app says I don't like her, Mike? You got some not nice spirits at your house. A person? Assembly Clark, did you die? You don't like him? Did you hear that? Who do you not like? Now, I was going to say that COVID was around before the 2020. Because I got it around November, I think, of 2019. My parents and I. Around the holidays. So I think it was around before then. Yeah, and it seemed to last for like a month. It was miserable. Yeah, that spirit woman said I don't like him, but I think she's talking to Mike. Because Mike posted I don't like her. His app, I guess, said that. I don't know. I'm middleman here. I don't know what they're talking about. Who do you not like? Clarify who you're talking about. Now I'm looking at that EDI box and it's going to 67 degrees. That's a big difference from what it was doing. Ooh, that was a creepy voice. I thought you said stripped him. Did you say stripped him? What does that mean exactly?
That's the grave dig.
That's the grave what? Oh, you said that's the grave dig. I don't know what that means. Did you say grave dig? Oh, you're talking about Dead Files. Huh. I think the spirit woman misunderstood what I was talking about. Or maybe she thought about me. Maybe she didn't like me. Who knows? Who do you not like? Alright, I guess Assembly Clark is not here. From the Bronx, New York City. Died at Lincoln Hospital. September 2019. No Assembly Clark is here. I didn't talk to him? That was a guy.
Down.
What about George Rios? Is George Rios present? I don't think that's gonna. I don't think that information is gonna help bring her through. Excuse me, I'm congested. George Rios, your brother wants to talk to you. Try to come through. Can you other spirits help him come through or allow him to talk? And I'm getting weird chills right now. Like goosebump chills. I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling a little uncomfortable right now. Is there a spirit nearby? Like close to me? Hello? Like I said, we could try another day. So I do these fairly often, at least a few times a week. It's usually late at night Pacific time. This is actually really not a great time to be doing it. It's almost 3 a.m. here. But of course, where you're at is not 3 a.m. I'm still on the fence if 3 a.m. does bring out the dark spirits. Because I've had times where it doesn't happen. Recently it has happened, but I've had other times where they come up in the middle of the afternoon or in the morning, so what might help me out, possibly making a connection with them, is if you can send photos, like the most recent photos of them before they passed. So if you friend me on Facebook, you can send the most recent photos before they passed, and I can try to, try to connect or have them hopefully connect. I can't guarantee anything though. George Rios, Wayne Rios is here, your brother. Are you around? It's Ryan Prive, Ryan Privee. It's at the end of my YouTube channel name. It says by Ryan Prive. Privee, double E. And you'll see a red-headed dog. It looks like a Pomeranian mix. I don't know if I could show her. Are you over there, Sasha? Yeah. I'm sitting in the back of her anyway. Sasha! Look at me. Hey. Sasha! Hey, Sasha! The photo looks like that, kind of. Hey, you. Yes. Well, I wasn't saying come over hug, but if you want a hug, okay. Are you tired of these ghosts? Sometimes they do kind of mess with her, too. They poke her, touch her, or something. I do know one spirit here likes her, named Kayla. And there's a guy that does not like her. I don't know if he's still around. Do you spirits like Sasha, the dog? You're a good doggy. You're a good doggy. Oh, you got your tongue sticking out. Like, what is that? Oh, you look tired. Your eyes are falling asleep. Now you're falling asleep. Does anybody else want to speak? Because I'm getting close to turning this off. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Do you need help?
I
You do? Oh, did you hear that? She said I do. Who was that? How can I help you? How can I help you, ma'am? How long have you been dead? Do you know? I don't think I've ever asked that. How long have you been dead? I will say one thing. Huff says this, and I've always kind of believed this myself. I think there is a 3-day window where if they don't go the light, then they do remain stuck here for a time until some other intervention happens, either with an angel helping them move on, or I'm not sure, but that doesn't mean you can't communicate with them after 3 days if they're still earthbound. That's what I believe. Charles. Are you here, Charles? I wonder if that's Charles from, did I say Fort Lauderdale? It's not Fort Lauderdale, it's, oh, what's, Cape Canaveral. Is that Charles from Cape Canaveral? Charles from Florida, is that you? I heard I'm here, that was faint. Can you speak louder, buddy? Allie? Who's Allie? Where are you from? Can you spirits tell me where you're from? It would help me out. Are you from California? Who asked for help? They're not doing much with the equipment tonight. That's for sure. Some nights they light up a lot of stuff. Did I waste?
Sunday.
It's Sunday. Yes, it is. Are you going to church? Okay, I think I heard it. I'll have to look later. Because if I look now, it'll cut off the video. What guy said it's Sunday? You are correct. It's Sunday. Are you going to church? Now, see that I kind of wonder if that's a real. I can't talk tonight. What the hell's wrong with me? Is that a residual spirit because he just said something random? Although it's accurate, because sometimes they'll say it's nighttime and it's daytime, and do you know what year it is? Yeah, sure. What year is it to you? What year? Hmm? Do any of you spirits know Wayne or have anything to say to him before I turn off the video? I'm not hearing anything evil coming through. That's good. Sound like they pretty much stopped talking after I said those 3 prayers. Oh, you're just a wiggle worm dog. Yes, you are. You're very wiggly. Are you still on mic? Yeah, they could be getting tired. It's not unusual after long sessions. Oh, you're just a cuddly little doggy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so cuddly. Are you guys lacking energy? I'm thinking also the battery might be dying on the SB7. That affects them too. Alright, I think I'm going to turn this off now unless you have something else to say. If you guys are done talking, I'm going to shut this down. Alright, good night, spirits. You okay, Sasha? Alright, take care, Wayne.